Good afternoon, Soul Tribe. Tracy here with Sweet Spot e-magazine. Thank you so very much for the likes, the shares, the views, subscribes, the comments, donations, everything. I appreciate it all. If you are watching this not live, but after the live, if you could do me a favor and hype the video, I'd appreciate it. We're going to ring the bell. We're going to clear out this energy, and then we're going to see what the message the Spirit has for us. When I was ringing the bell, I was just hearing, don't test my gangster. Don't ever test my gangster. Bottom of the deck. Sneaky, sneaky. Somebody thought that they could get away with something. They didn't think that you saw the big picture. Like they didn't think that you saw everything. And you do. Because you know what? You are in the flow. Hey, Red Violet. You are in the flow of spirit. See, this person, they knew that you was spending a lot of time by yourself, like all the time by yourself. But they didn't know that you were getting bigger, stronger, wiser. They compared you to the old you. That was their problem. See, right now, it's like somebody wants to receive some abundance, but they're actually stuck. They're stuck because of, you know, what something that they did in the past, and now it's judgment. Hold on, that's better. Okay, better. What's the message, Spirit? What's the message? Thank you. Somebody knows deep down that something is over. They know it's done. It can't come back. They know it. Something is over, and they're sleepless because of it. Like I said, somebody is like they have to know you, get to know you all over again, because who you used to be is nowhere near who you are now. Who you used to be doesn't even compare to who you are now. It's like somebody is thinking about you. Somebody's daydreaming about you. Somebody is thinking about you. But secretly, they want to have that intimate encounter with you. But they know they can't get anything past you because you see the big picture, because you are in the flow. What's the message, Spirit? Thank you. The big picture. And somebody's upset about that. They are upset that you can see the big picture. They don't like that. They really don't. They're like, damn, if only, damn it, if only. Hey, Yvette. Yeah, it's like something about you, knowing who you are, and you following your own spark, and dancing to the beat of your own drum. You had to heal yourself. You had to find out who you were. And now somebody knows that something is over. It's like they have to come to you authentically, showing exactly who they are, and they have to come to you choosing love. with love, respect, and everything else. This person knows somebody they want to come. Somebody wants to have a fresh start with you, but they're awakened that they're going to have to do some change, and somebody's going to have to work on their inner child if they want to be a part of this soulmate union. Somebody's going to have to grow and stop giving a fuck what everybody else say about them. They need to worry about what they doing. Yeah, somebody started to do their shadow work. They know it's time. They can't put it off anymore. They feel like if they put it off, if they put off doing their shadow work, they're going to be doing themselves a disservice. You know, because it's like this person, they were so worried about what everybody thought about them, what everybody was looking at, what everybody was saying, what everybody was whispering, what everybody. And now they're ready to let all of that shit go. Because they see now that that was just burdening them, weighing them down, putting extra stress on them when they didn't need it, want it, or fucking deserve it. Hey, Deborah. Yeah. So somebody, they said they're going to go ahead and clean themselves up. They're going to get themselves together because they making the wish now. What they want to do is they want to actually walk in your shoes, go the path that you're going. They want to walk beside you, not away from you. They want to see how they can help you out. They want to be able to create things with you. They want to, be able to create something that helps the community with you. That's what they want to do. You know, somebody wants to build a home with you, and then they want to rest being out in the streets because they know the streets ain't nothing but trouble. This was all divinely planned. This was all divinely planned when God knew somebody was going to have to come to them. God knew somebody was going to have to come to God and ask for assistance, ask for help, ask for the path, ask for the way. And when they did, that's whenever they started getting in their bag and everything started going forward for them. See, they woke up and they started realizing that there's power in the flow when you're flowing alone and you know where you're flowing to. You're not flowing down the river, you're flowing closer to God. Someone decided it was time for them to boss up, to open up their mind, to find an oracle, somebody that could help them find some answers that maybe somebody else couldn't. Because a counselor can't see into the future. A counselor can just know what questions that the textbook did. Will ask these questions and ask those questions and ask them this and ask them that. But the textbook don't say tell them this and tell them that. What's the message? Hey Demita, how are you? Hey K-214, how are you? What's the message? Thank you. Yep. See, somebody, they think that they're being sneaky, by how somebody they think they're being sneaky. I think they're trying to mess with somebody's money. Somebody's trying to be sneaky and they're trying to fuck with your money because they know they can't touch you any other way. They know they can't touch you any other way. So what they trying to do is they trying to be sneaky and fuck with your abundance, with your money, with the way that your ability to create. And once again, and this is because peer pressure is telling them. Peer pressure. This is why this person wants to release these people so that they can become unstuck, because they feel like right now they stuck. They stuck. And all they really want to do is create with you and build a home with you. I'm telling you, this is divine timing. This is God. God said years ago, before this person was even born, God said, okay, on this day, this is what you're going to go through. Somebody's comparing their money to your money. They're comparing their life to your life. And that's what they've always done. They've always compared themselves to you. Well, at one point they was up, but now maybe not so much. But now this person is thinking about, now they're thinking about being with you. You know, it's almost like somebody's trying to figure out, we don't if I can get with this person, then we can get this. I can get this. I can gain this. I can siphon this. What's the message? I can incubus and succubus this. What's the message? Yeah, somebody, I'm telling you, somebody, they think that they can do it. They trying to indulge, you know? They're trying to indulge, but you know what? It's not happening because things are starting to crumble. And the things that it's starting to crumble is because they're starting to put the wrong emphasis. They're starting to put emphasis on the wrong thing, on what's really important. See, you're in your bag because you just go with the flow. You like, you know what? I know that God has got me. I can't worry about that shit. Like somebody says, I can't worry about this. I have to have that inner strength that all is well. All is gonna be okay. Because I know all is gonna be okay. I've gone through this before. Somebody's like, I just know I have to follow God's spark. Wherever God tells me what I need is what I need. Where I need to go is where I need to go. Mm-hmm. What's the message? What's the message? Somebody feels stuck because they're still concerned about what other people think about them instead of them being concerned about who they really are. That's all they need to worry about. Somebody needs to go within and they need to go ahead and heal that inner child. They really do. That way they can get that way they can get over the grief and gain that inner strength that they need. This person, they can only do this while they are in solitude, while they're talking to God, while they have waiting on the answer. What's the message? I don't know why I'm hearing somebody say, do you really, have you really sat there and listened to what they talk about? Yeah, it's like somebody telling somebody, have you really sat there and listened to what they talk about? You know, yeah, and it's like it may be you. Maybe somebody thinks that the shit that you're saying, and I shouldn't say shit. The things that you're saying, the stuff, the information, the communication, that shit. And what you're saying is very profound, maybe very wise, because we got the it girl. And somebody's stuck because it's like they don't want to believe it, they can't see it, but it's the truth. If it's the truth, how come you can't see it? How come you don't want to believe it? I'm telling you, this is divine timing. That God said that somebody gonna see you for who you are. They're gonna see. They're gonna understand. They're gonna learn today. They about to learn today. Hey, J. Mike, how are you? Did you say through the woods and all? What's the message? Mm-hmm. Yeah, somebody, they need to find an oracle. They need to find somebody that can give them advice. Somebody that can see that what they can't see. Because like I said, they want to do the things that you're doing. They want to be able to create just like you. They want people to have justice in their life just like you. They want people to follow in their shoes just like they're trying to follow in your shoes. you know Somebody, they trying to find a momentum. They're trying to get their momentum together so that they don't care about the rejection. They just want to remember or concentrate on how blessed they actually are, the blessings that are in their life. See, somebody, I feel like somebody, they was having sleepless nights because they was trying to be all up in your bag, counting your money, you know, trying to see who you was hanging out with, what you was doing, who you was seeing, and then getting all upset, thinking that you was maybe having some sexy time with somebody that maybe you wasn't even doing nothing. This is that person that needs to work on their inner child, because they are having some. I feel like this person was worried about all the wrong things. They worried about, who you kicking it with, what you doing, how you doing it, how many times you're doing it, you know, when you started doing it, all that other stuff. And you may not even been doing nothing. You may just be sitting at home uh knitting. But the thing that they do this with them two sticks. What is that? Yarning, knitting, crocheting, whatever that shit is. You may be just doing that shit. Somebody, they having these sleepless nights thinking you just doing the most. You know? What's the message? Yeah, they need to talk to somebody. They need to find them some help quick. Somebody could let that, ooh, they didn't like that shit. Sorry, Ting Ting. But they do need to go ahead and do their shadow work. See, Ting Ting didn't like that. Sorry, Ting Ting. Don't fuck up the connection, please. I don't know what I was saying. I don't know what the hell I was saying. Yes, it's time for somebody to boss up and show who they really are. Be who you truly are. Do your shadow work. Yes, because right now they've been thinking they're getting some blessings without asking God, without seeking God first. That's not how it works. And then they was thinking that just because they were supposed to have all this bullshit, all the riches and the gold and this and that and the other. No, 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 no. That's not what it's all about. That's not what it's all about. You know, that's not a blessed life. A blessed life is you understand that it's time for you to choose love. That God wants more for you. And you don't get that out of the shit that you can touch unless that shit is another person. But even with that, you can't touch the most important part of that person, not unless you're trying to touch their heart. But that's illegal because you can't reach in and touch somebody's heart like that, because then they're no longer here. And we don't want to go there. See what I'm saying? That way you stop worrying about what everybody's thinking about you. You don't care. You really don't. Whenever they go home, they don't be like, oh my God, y'all just can't get over them earrings that Toya had on. Did you see them shits? I did, girl. I couldn't stop staring. I was like, and she was talking. I didn't hear shit she had to say because I was looking at them damn earrings. I know. Don't nobody ever have that conversation. Nobody ever. Okay? So fuck it. If they talking about your earrings, let them talk. Maybe they're really jealous. What's the message? What's the message? Damn. Spirit said, let it go. Let it go. You want to become unstuck? Let it all go. Understand that there's bigger and better things waiting for you. Okay? You want to ascend? You want to grow, get closer to me? Okay. Then you got to be of service to others. It's not just about you. It's about everybody. See, you worrying about what somebody else is worrying about and how you look and what they thinking about when they look at you and all that. That's just creating burdens, sleepless nights. For what? Shit, they worrying about what they look like. They ain't worrying about what you look like. Shit, only you worrying about what you look like. Shit, wake up, get on your grind. Know that there's a whole bunch of shit that you need to get rid of, and get rid of that shit so you can burn it all down. Be like the Phoenix Rising. Burn this shit down. Be like Pink Floyd, brick on the wall. Let that motherfucker burn, baby. Burn. Mm-hmm. Yes, indeed. Hey, Queen J. How are you? What's the message, Spirit? How are you feeling? Yeah, something about some